In the world of electric SUVs, 2025 is shaping up to be a breakthrough year, and two very different EVs are leading the charge. On one side, we have the all-new Zeekr 7X, a bold and futuristic electric SUV from Geely's high-tech premium brand, redefining what luxury and range mean in the EV era. On the other, the 2025 Ford Explorer EV, a reinvented American icon that now runs on electrons instead of gasoline, combining family-size practicality with Ford's growing EV muscle. Both offer cutting-edge tech, impressive range, and sharp styling, but they come from two very different worlds, one born from Silicon Valley-like innovation, the other from Detroit's legacy of toughness and dependability. So, which of these electrified SUVs is truly ready to lead the next generation? This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Let's start with a quick look at what these two electric SUVs bring to the table. Because while they share the same zero-emissions mission, their execution couldn't be more different. The 2025 Zeekr 7X is the new kid on the global block, but it's making a loud entrance. Built on Geely's advanced SEA platform, it's sleek, high-tech, and designed to turn heads. The styling is low, wide, and unmistakably modern, almost more concept car than crossover. It's not just about looking good, though. Zeekr wants to prove that China can lead the premium EV space with real substance, not just flash. From what we've seen so far, it's succeeding. Now enter the 2025 Ford Explorer EV, a name that carries decades of SUV heritage, now reimagined for the electric era. Built on Volkswagen's MEB platform, but infused with that familiar Ford attitude, the Explorer EV takes a more traditional route. It still feels like an Explorer, upright, strong, and confident, just cleaner, quieter, and packed with smarter tech. It's aimed squarely at families who want a practical, all-electric daily driver that still feels rugged enough for the occasional adventure. Under the skin, the 2025 Zeekr 7X and Ford Explorer EV represent two very different philosophies in how electric SUVs should perform. One is bold, fast, and futuristically luxurious, while the other leans on practicality, familiarity, and proven engineering. Let's begin with the Zeekr 7X, the latest flagship from Geely's high-tech EV brand. This SUV rides on the cutting-edge SEA, Sustainable Experience Architecture, a purpose-built EV platform that prioritizes performance, modularity, and long-range capability. The Zeekr 7X offers two main powertrain options. The standard model uses a single rear-mounted permanent magnet synchronous motor delivering 310 horsepower and about 440 newton-meters of torque. It sends power exclusively to the rear wheels and accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 6.5 seconds, which is plenty quick for daily commuting or highway merging. But the real showstopper is the dual-motor AWD variant, which throws in a second motor up front to create a high-output all-wheel drive system producing 544 horsepower and over 700 newton-meters of torque. This performance trim slashes the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour sprint to just 3.8 seconds, putting it in direct competition with Tesla's Model Y performance and high-output German electric crossovers. And it's not just about raw power. Zeekr pairs this performance with a massive 100 kilowatt-hour NCM battery pack, known for high energy density and better thermal control. Thanks to that and its sleek design, the 7X offers an impressive real-world WLTP range of around 580 to 610 kilometers, depending on configuration. In China's CLTC cycle, it reaches a theoretical 705 kilometers, though actual numbers will vary with climate and driving habits. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping feature is its 800-volt ultra-fast charging system. With support for up to 360 kilowatts DC charging, the Zeekr 7X can gain up to 500 kilometers of range in about 15 minutes at a compatible charger. That's not just convenient, that's best-in-class territory. It also offers vehicle-to-load, V2L, capability and future-ready vehicle-to-grid, V2G, integration for home energy use, or even emergency backup power. Now let's switch to the 2025 Ford Explorer EV, which takes a more familiar, family-focused route. Ford has partnered with Volkswagen to use the proven MEB, Modular Electric Drive Matrix, platform, the same one underpinning the ID.4 and ID.5, but has redesigned the Explorer EV to reflect Ford's design language and SUV DNA. The Explorer EV launches with 2 battery options and 2 powertrains. The base model features a single rear-mounted motor generating around 286 horsepower and 545 Nm of torque. It delivers smooth, balanced performance and does 0 to 100 km/h in about 6.5 to 6.7 seconds, depending on wheel size and battery pack. It's not a neck snapper, but for a daily family SUV, it's refined and responsive. For those who want more grip and performance, Ford offers a dual-motor AWD configuration with roughly 340 horsepower and over 600 Nm of torque, shaving the 0 to 100 time to just 5.3 seconds. That gives it more urgency and confidence, especially in wet or snowy conditions. Battery options include a 52 kWh usable standard pack, offering around 350 kilometers of WLTP range, and a larger 77 kWh usable extended range pack, which pushes that up to 540 kilometers under WLTP testing. While it doesn't quite match the Zeekr's jaw-dropping range, it's still competitive for most urban and suburban use cases, especially for charging regularly at home. Charging performance is solid, but not revolutionary. The Explorer EV supports DC fast charging up to 170 kilowatts, allowing a 10 to 80% recharge in about 25 minutes. AC charging is capped at 11 kilowatts, making overnight home top-ups easy with a standard wall box. While it lacks 800V ultra-rapid speeds, the Explorer EV still delivers a smooth and dependable charging experience that fits most people's lifestyles without forcing them to rethink their routines. So here's the real-world perspective. The Zeekr 7X is a tech-laden powerhouse with cutting-edge motors, lightning-fast charging, and segment-leading range. It's built for EV enthusiasts, performance lovers, and anyone who wants to experience the bleeding edge of electric SUV engineering. The Ford Explorer EV, on the other hand, is like a friendly guide into the electric world. Less extreme, more familiar, and designed for families making their first big leap from gas to electric. It won't set lap records, but it will quietly handle everything from school runs to road trips without overwhelming the driver. Step inside the 2025 Zeekr 7X or the Ford Explorer EV, and you're greeted by 2 very different visions of what a modern electric SUV interior should be. One inspired by luxury tech lounges, the other by practical, everyday usability. Starting with the Zeekr 7X, it's clear this SUV wasn't designed to just move people. It's meant to impress them. The cabin is minimalist but deeply premium, using a mix of vegan leather, soft touch panels, and brushed metal trims that give it a refined, almost Scandinavian feel. The floating center console and wide, horizontal dashboard create a sense of openness, and ambient lighting across multiple zones adds a futuristic vibe, especially at night. Seating is plush and generously bolstered, with heated, ventilated, and massage functions available on higher trims. Even rear passengers are treated well, with ample legroom, reclining seat backs, and available rear climate controls. If you go for the dual-motor version, expect even more premium materials and extra tech in the second row. Tech-wise, Zeekr absolutely flexes here. Dominating the dash is a 15.4-inch central touchscreen, floating tablet style, running Zeekr's latest UI, which is fluid, customizable, and packed with connected features. Drivers get a slim, high-resolution digital instrument cluster, and in top trims, a full-color augmented reality head-up display. There's even a voice-activated AI assistant, over-the-air software updates, in-car gaming, and built-in apps, all powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon cockpit platform. Cargo space is respectable, too. Thanks to the long wheelbase and flat floor, the Zeekr 7X offers over 550 liters of storage behind the rear seats, expandable to over 1,400 liters when folded flat. Now slide into the 2025 Ford Explorer EV, and the vibe is different, a bit more grounded but still distinctly modern. Ford's approach here is less about futuristic minimalism and more about familiarity with a digital twist. The cabin feels open and durable, with a mix of soft-touch plastics, textured surfaces, and comfortable materials throughout. It's less luxurious than the Zeekr, but very user-friendly, especially for families. The seating position is upright and commanding, with excellent outward visibility and plenty of headroom, even in the second row. Where Ford shines is in smart usability. The Explorer EV features adjustable rear seats, generous door bins, hidden underfloor storage, and a clever sliding center console with flexible storage space for bags or even a laptop. Tech gets a solid boost too. A large 15-inch vertical touchscreen takes center stage, similar to what we've seen in the Mustang Mach-E, running the latest SYNC Move OS with Google Maps and Assistant integration. It's fast, bright, and gets over-the-air updates. The digital gauge cluster is sharp and informative, and there's a compact head-up display on higher trims. When it comes to cargo, Ford doesn't disappoint. With up to 470 liters behind the rear seats and over 1,400 liters with them folded, the Explorer EV is built for practicality. When it comes to safety, both the 2025 Zeekr 7X and the Ford Explorer EV come fully loaded with advanced systems. Because in the EV era, it's not just about zero emissions, it's about zero compromises on protection. Let's start with the Zeekr 7X, which packs a seriously advanced suite of driver assistance tech under its sleek skin. Built with a high-strength steel and aluminum frame, the 7X includes Zeekr's full Level 2+ autonomous driving system, powered by LiDAR, multiple radar units, and a dozen high-definition cameras. You get features like adaptive cruise control, automatic lane change, lane centering assist, traffic jam assist, blind spot monitoring, and 360-degree surround view, plus rear cross-traffic alert and automated emergency braking. On top of that, Zeekr offers remote parking assist, where the car can park itself via smartphone app. And even more impressive, the system supports driverless summoning in private lots, giving you that futuristic EV magic moment. Meanwhile, the Ford Explorer EV takes a more familiar approach, but still offers a robust safety package. It comes with Ford Co-Pilot 360, which includes pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keeping assist, blind spot warning with cross-traffic alert, intelligent speed assist, and traffic sign recognition. Higher trims add adaptive cruise control with stop and go, evasive steering assist, and a hands-free highway driving system, likely Ford's Blue Cruise 1.3, depending on the market. Both SUVs also feature driver monitoring systems and automatic high beams, helping reduce fatigue and improve visibility, especially on long trips or in poor weather. Now let's talk pricing, because as impressive as these electric SUVs are, the final decision often comes down to what you're getting for your money. Starting with the 2025 Zeekr 7X, this SUV is positioning itself as a premium all-electric offering, and the pricing reflects that. In Europe, the entry-level rear-wheel drive variant is expected to start around €59,000, offering strong range, solid performance, and a full suite of tech and comfort features right out of the box. Step up to the dual-motor all-wheel drive version, and you're looking at a price closer to €65,000 to €68,000, depending on configuration and options. This version gets you the full performance punch, faster acceleration, and enhanced traction, along with more premium interior touches and access to the brand's most advanced autonomous driving features. While that's a considerable jump, it's still competitive compared to luxury EV rivals offering similar specs. Now, switching over to the 2025 Ford Explorer EV, Ford has aimed for a slightly more accessible price point. The base model with the standard range battery and rear-wheel drive starts at just under €45,000, making it a very approachable option for families or first-time EV buyers. Even at this level, you still get a large 15-inch screen, Ford's full safety suite, and a solid range for everyday driving. Moving up, the extended range RWD version pushes closer to 50,000 euros. And the top-spec dual-motor AWD model lands around 57,000 euros to 59,000 euros, depending on trim and market. Ford also offers a special Explorer Premium trim with added tech, upgraded materials, and a more refined cabin experience, still undercutting many similarly equipped EVs in its class. So, after diving into the power, performance, range, tech, and everything in between, where do we land in this electrifying face-off between the 2025 Zeekr 7X and the 2025 Ford Explorer EV? If you're after bold innovation, performance that borders on supercar levels, and tech that feels like it's been lifted straight from the future, the Zeekr 7X is hard to ignore. It's fast, spacious, luxurious, and backed by ultra-fast charging and serious range. For EV enthusiasts, early adopters, or anyone who wants their SUV to turn heads and drop jaws, Zeekr has built something genuinely exciting. But on the other hand, the Ford Explorer EV is like a warm handshake in a digital world. It's approachable, practical, and doesn't overwhelm you with gimmicks. It's a familiar SUV shape reimagined for the electric age, with enough range, tech, and safety to make it a smart everyday companion, especially for families stepping into EV life for the first time. In the end, your choice really comes down to lifestyle. Thanks for watching. Let us know which one you would choose in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth EV comparisons right here. Until next time, drive safe and stay charged.